Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense. Welcome everyone to... Wait, do we have a name yet?
Oh yeah, we probably should have
Oh, we
just
need a name.
Welcome to Through the Lens, where we will be intellectually analyzing current movies and maybe older movies in the future. Here today we have our wonderful host, Mr. Sundude,
Yo.
Sir Patronus Gold, and
Hey.
your one and only, the Z to the E to the F to the R to the O to the A's. That's me. Anyway, today we are going to be discussing about a movie that just dropped last year. Where was it dropped last year? Was it dropped this year?
Right.
Alright, dropped this year, made last year, didn't get to theaters because the world. And that movie is Guns Akimbo.
It's over! It's not over till I say it's over.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. You'll just end up blowing your damn face off. Then you'll still be depressed. Even more depressed, probably, because of your fucked up face.
Directed by Jason Leigh-Howden, and also written by Jason, which stars Samara Weaving, Daniel Radcliffe, Rice Darby, and other people in that list. What are we starting with? What should we start with?
Let's talk about the plot, I guess. Wait, how are we gonna do this? Do we need spoilers or what?
I guess we're starting with first impressions, bro.
Okay,
What did y'all
first
think
impression.
about the movie after you watched it?
It was decent, I'd say. Decent.
Here.
Alright,
Yep.
can you guys elaborate on the quality, maybe how you feel about the characters, how you feel about the story?
Yeah, that Miles Morales guy, oh my days, absolute gold. What's his name again?
And right.
Yeah, he was Miles, yeah.
Miles, yeah.
Yeah, Miles, or yeah, Mr. Harry Potter.
I feel like his character was miles ahead of the other characters in terms of quality. He was probably the best character.
Yeah.
This is the part of the goal.
What? Moving
Okay,
on.
yes. Now, yeah, the character of Nyx, yeah,
Yeah.
very interesting, yeah. For a whole lot of character to this film.
Yeah.
It was Nyx the chick.
She was the
Yeah.
the one who was trying to kill him at the start.
With the
Yes.
super generic character arc.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's the only thing about the writing. Yeah, it was pretty generic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty run of the mill, I'd say. But an interesting thing that this movie brings to the table is gaming.
Ah, yes.
What did
Hey,
you
really,
think
we
about
have,
that
like,
point in the
Europe
movie?
style. Every hidden detail and Easter egg that you missed.
Yeah. What did you guys think about the implementation of like gaming in this movie? Like the concept of live streaming a murder as a game.
Appeals to the children.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it felt like a very gamer movie. I think they did a good job at like making it gamery. But I mean, is it like realistic that like gamers would watch people kill each other for real? Obviously not. So
Well, it seemed like a pretty gamer thing to do, though.
I mean, we're gamers, right? Would we watch people,
Yeah, but
real people fight each other? You know?
sure.
But
Yeah.
I kind of already this is in our real lives though.
Yeah. Name drop.
Yes. Now,
Oh yeah.
for the people at home, that is called an in-joke. You're probably not gonna understand it, so we'll just move on.
But our only viewer is Grayson, bro. So he'd probably understand.
Yeah.
Probably.
Um,
All right.
based on
I
that.
forgot to read out the synopsis, bro. All right, going back to the synopsis.
Running a blah blah.
Yeah.
That
Anyway,
is true.
here's the synopsis for you, for the audience at home. Miles is stuck in a dead-end job, still in love with his ex-girlfriend Nova. Unbeknownst to him, a gang called Schism is running a deadly competition within his city in which complete strangers fight to the death for the entertainment of an online audience of millions. Miles soon finds himself caught up in this game and forced to fight a battle to the death. Initially, Miles' lifetime of running from his problems pays off as he manages to elude his first opponent, but when Nova is kidnapped, he must finally stop running and overcome his fears to fight the girl for the girl he loves. Now,
That's already filled with so many cliches. Like, oh
yeah,
my
this
god.
is a very
very
cliche-filled
cliche.
movie.
I don't know about you, but is it just me or the fact that it's been a while since we watched it? There wasn't much about Miles chasing his ex-girlfriend. Like that wasn't really a strong point.
Yeah, but it was a
Well,
prominent
I think
point,
it
I think.
was a pretty prominent point. It just wasn't executed very well, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about her character? Did she really stick out to you?
I didn't think she was that important of a side character. Like all she was to Miles was like a. Well, I guess she is important because Miles is only doing the things he does in this movie for her,
Yeah.
but she herself as a character doesn't really do anything.
She's just like a plot device,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Y'all agree with that?
Well, getting dragged out of your house randomly by some guys from Schism definitely was because of him. He was trying to chase Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But didn't he get into trouble because he was talking trash
He was,
on Twitch?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. But it wasn't about the girl.
Yeah,
that
he
had nothing
only
to do with
cared
the girl,
about the
right?
girl once she was kidnapped.
Yeah. Because it's like the typical story of the hero has to rescue the damsel in distress, etc. You know, stuff
Yeah.
you've seen like a million times before.
Yup.
Yeah, we're really just like hating on this movie.
Yeah. It was-
Okay, guys. What did you like about it?
All right.
Like,
Well, let's talk about good points here. I like
Yeah.
the. I like Mr. Harry Potter.
yeah,
Good
Yes.
acting, bro.
yeah, I agree.
He really shows that desperate emotion in which Miles was experiencing.
Yeah.
That pain when you get fucking guns nailed to your hands.
Wait, are we allowed to swear on this?
I already
guess-
sweared.
Yeah,
Oh,
but like
Okay.
if I mean don't swear for no reason, I guess.
Okay.
I mean like if
Yeah,
you're gonna
fuck it,
keep
like
it
I said.
PG-13, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just have to make sure that on YouTube we tick the no, it's not made for kids checkbox.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
way people can comment. Because if you
Yes.
don't know. And we want to avoid demonetization, bros. So,
Yeah.
other good points. You guys? How about you talk about the acting first? Let's talk about acting.
So yeah, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
He's just a great actor, and this is like, I think the only other Daniel Radcliffe movie I've seen are the Harry Potter movies. Yeah, and he's like, it shows that he has versatility. He can play more than one type of role. You know. And
He's
that's
a
cool.
real actor then.
He is a real actor. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
a real versatility. He can play a wizard, and he can play a a guy having a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Who often happens to have guns strapped to his hand.
What did
Yeah.
y'all think about the main villain? What's his name? Mr. Richter.
It's such a villain. I mean,
What a villain!
I felt like he seemed. I think he was. He was like really cheesy villainous type of
Yeah.
guy, but I felt like they did lean into it. So like the whole movie itself is pretty cheesy, and like the fact that they do lean into it, I think that's kind of a good thing. So like I'd say he's pretty. He suits the movie. I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Alright.
What about you guys?
Yeah, I somewhat feel the same. Funny character in a villain way. And yeah, as a whole movie, he fits in quite well.
I feel like this film played a lot on the. It's kind of a cliche nowadays, where the villain targets the nobody and calls them out for being a nobody to pull them down, but they use that to empower themselves.
Yeah, I mean, this is a cheesy, cliched movie as a
Yeah.
whole, I'd say.
Yeah.
Fun fact: the actor for Nick Samara Weaving was born in Australia and attended grade school in Indonesia.
Haha.
Do we call ourselves out? Do we like share our information?
We can share nationalities, bro. I'm fine with that. Well, it's not like
Yeah.
personal addresses or whatnot, so.
Yes. Now, if you guys didn't know at home, Grayson,
Yeah,
me and Mr. Patronus Gold, Aussies, mate, absolute bogans. Got Mr. What do you call yourself?
Zephyros.
Zephyros.
Yeah, the Z to the E
Zephyros,
to the
yes.
S to the RS.
Ah, yes. Indonesian, mate.
Yeah, ain't that neat?
I'm looking through IMDb. There's an actor. No, there's a role. Its name is Fuckface.
Okay,
There's
Yeah,
just
there
a guy-
was. He was the guy in the Gimp mask, right?
Yeah.
what was it? Oh yeah, that guy was funny, bro.
He was
Yeah.
very
Funny, dude.
The actor's name is Set. I'm gonna butcher this. Set Sjostran.
Let's see.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of funny, let me just like segue from that. So this movie is technically a comedy, right? So what do we think of the comedy of the movie?
Yeah.
Streaky.
It's pretty
Sorry.
like. I'd call it like 12-year-old comedy, bro.
With lots of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Aaron comedy, bro.
For those who don't know, Aaron is also an in-joke.
Yeah, but you might know that, Grayson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi,
this
Grayson.
movie has Aaron comedy, basically.
Yes.
Also, the action scenes, very Aaron.
I thought
Yeah.
the action was handled pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, they're
It
pretty
might-
good. Therefore, they are Aaron grade
Yeah.
action scenes.
They feel pretty. It's very fast paced. Using lots of the action movie stuff, but like the slow mo, then fast and slow, and like normal speed, and lots of camera shit, you know. But I thought I could see all the action in the screen. There was nothing like it wasn't like
Yeah.
shaky cam really. So I thought it was pretty good.
There weren't too many cuts on the
Yeah.
action scenes.
Yeah. All the action scenes I remember, they flow pretty well.
Yeah. The blood effects that was kind of
Oh, yeah.
distraction. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, weird blood. Might be stylized, but they still look weird.
Yeah.
Definitely stylized effect.
Oh, we haven't talked
They like
about
played on like
Go ahead.
they like played on, you know, games and know that they really want to exaggerate
Yeah, because
the momentum of the blood. The way it gushes out of people. Yeah.
it's very inspired by video games.
Yes, video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Nyx.
Oh, we
the-
keep going back to
Yeah, the I guess second main character. I guess.
I think some of it we should save for spoilers because of the thing that happens.
Yeah, but
You know,
just first impressions on about Nyx, not her backstory and whatnot.
I didn't like
Acting.
her. What did you guys think?
She funny because
Because her lines were pretty shit, right?
yes, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
the
like-
writing mix is pretty terrible, yeah.
But
You
we
get the
don't-
impression from looking at Nyx that she's like the type of person who is really terrible in any social situation.
yeah, but that's part of the story though, like
True.
trauma or something.
Okay.
That will
Let's
be
not go too much, yeah.
yeah, that will be in the next bit where there'll be spoilers.
I love your rooster, mate.
Oh yeah, the rooster, everyone. Let me welcome the rooster next door. He will be in this show as well since it's the afternoon for me, and the rooster likes to do shit in the afternoon. And you'll be hearing him for the rest of the show.
Word of warning, you might also be hearing some intense knife chopping. My dad is cooking, so yeah. But
Very
that we might
nice.
hear that throughout the show. In
And
2
from my
seconds.
end, you might hear internet errors.
How do you
It's
hear
just like-
internet errors, bro?
My voice will just like fucking die.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, we've talked about
Let's
acting.
wait for something.
First impressions.
About
of it.
boys.
Okay, cool.
How about we go with cinematography though?
Okay, the cinematography, it was I think unique because it was like it did a lot of like spins and shit like that because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very suited the aesthetic. So I sometimes found it a bit nauseating. Just me personally. I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think?
Weak. You're pussy jack. You're
Oh,
weak.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's very fast paced.
Yeah.
You're saying.
We're like
this, Sanjeev.
halfway into this, and I have to, like, you guys already know, but for the people at home, I am a terrible movie critic. I don't even know why you guys dragged me into this.
Because
well, Jack, bro.
the idea was because us three we have like Adio's a pretty when I watch movies with him he's usually a pretty harsh critic, and then I normally end up like loving the movie so much, and then there's you're like in the middle. So
I
like
know nothing
have, like,
about
this
how the
cool-
critic
Yeah.
critique movies. do.
yeah. So yeah, that's what's making it so good.
Dude, worst comes to
Yeah.
worst, I'll critique the music, but the thing is I don't remember any of the music, so
There's
Oh,
a
yeah,
bunch
let's
of
talk about
80s synth, bro.
What do we think about the 80s synth music?
very stylized. Made it very made another thing that made it very unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, the soundtrack was very 80s in a way. Well, it's like a tribute to 80s movies,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's about it on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Going back to cinematography.
Yeah.
Like if you guys remember like the lighting and the scenes, the settings and stuff. Very purple for some reason.
I think that was
Mm.
part of the aesthetic, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Something about that's meant to be like a video game or something.
Yeah, they have a very, I guess, yeah, video gamey aesthetic also in the cinematography, in lighting and stuff. Which was
Also-
quite interesting.
Part of that. Remember the ex-girlfriend of Harry Potter. Remember how
Yeah.
her hair is like she's the Instagram one.
Oh yeah,
That was
E-girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of adopted that like purpleness for like the movie.
E-girl hair.
Yeah.
Remember everyone.
I can already imagine the planning for the costume design in the costume designers. Like, okay, we're gonna make this character look like a Twitch bot.
Yeah. Which she's like an Instagram thought in the movie.
Instagram bot. Wow. Gonna make this. We gotta really sell her look. Gonna
And
make
Harry
her
Potter
look
is a.
as Instagram bot as possible.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that Harry Potter in this movie is the ultimate simp.
Yes.
Yeah, he really is.
Very Aaron
Which
movie.
kind of it really detracts. Like normally when you're watching a movie, like you want to latch onto the main character because
Yeah.
and the main character for the whole plot to progress, you need like a good motivation. And when his motivation is simping, it's kind of hard to connect with.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's very desperate
yeah,
as a character, which is why I said that his acting in portraying that desperateness
yeah.
is quite good. But
Indeed,
as
yeah.
a plot point, it don't work too well. Okay. What's next? Writing? We already kind of talked about
Yeah,
some of the writing.
The three hats. What did we think of the writing?
Overall, well, it's cheesy and some things are like so-called cringe, but I guess it's somewhat intentional in what this movie is supposed to be.
Yeah, like I said before, I think they know that it's pretty cringy, so they really, really lean into it,
Mm-hmm.
which I gotta give some respect to.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't help that much in making it a better
It's a-
movie.
I mean, if it was like this and then it took itself seriously, you probably
It'll
not
be
like it more,
worse.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be worse.
All right. Moving on. What's the next thing?
Are we moving on to spoiler zone?
Do we give our verdict first and then do a spoiler thing afterwards?
Mm, I guess so. Or we can just make people skip to the end of the video.
All right. Skip to the end of the video if you don't want to see the spoilers. Cue
Put-
spoiler alert here. Okay, in this
Put
little box.
timestamp on screen right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on to the spoiler danger zone. Are we gonna call this the danger zone? Spoiler zone? Spoiler zone.
Yeah, David Byrne.
Yes, good intro
Oh,
for this,
yeah.
the spoiler zone.
Nice.
Okay, we're starting with like the main first plot point, I guess. See, Mr. Miles.
Yeah.
The fuck did he do? Oh yeah, he was working at a game developer company, right?
Yeah.
And then he talked shit on Twitch to random people, and those people turned out to be these people from
Schism.
Schism, bro,
Schism.
where they
Yeah.
live stream murders, which is quite a concept.
It is indeed. Yeah.
Okay.
Is the movie a question for you guys? Is the movie trying to, like, is there like a message about like watching people play video games and like Twitch and stuff like that? Is it trying to say something? Do you think
Video games
Yeah.
cause autism.
Yeah,
that could be one? Yeah.
it is delving on that. Like, be careful when you talk shit on the internet vibe, you know?
Yeah. Don't
Do you
talk
think
shit,
it handled it
or
well?
else you'll get guns bolted to your hands.
Yes.
Do you think they handled their message well? Did you?
Well, what
Really
was
feel
the
like
It
main
really
message?
stuck with me.
If it's like don't talk shit on Twitch or something, don't talk shit on the internet.
It's more like
I
be
don't know.
careful on the internet. Or like don't pretend to be who you're not on the internet.
Stop catfishing.
Yeah, stop catfishing.
Yeah. All right. So
Well, I
then,
think that plot point, is quite interesting, because I don't think any other movie has delved into Twitch Twitch trash talking before.
yeah, I feel like because it's kind of you can't really like stop. It's the internet. I don't. That's why I don't think other movies would like just. Sorry, let me try and rephrase that. Cut that out. Hold on. Because it's not a very strong message. Like, don't talk
Well,
shit
it's
on
not
the
the
internet.
main message. The main message of the movie was, don't run away. Because
Oh, that is the main.
Miles kept running
Mm.
away. And then once his girlfriend was caught, he's like, fuck, I got a simp now. So he didn't run away that one time. That was a swear. Bleep that out.
We pull the sweat out.
Probably not, but yeah, I think that was the main message of the movie, I feel like. Even though it was shown in a very simple way.
It was, yeah. Then Nix has to fight Miles.
Yeah, so
Uh,
Miles was forced to either kill Nix or run away, and he chose the second option, which is running away. And that didn't help him at all,
no, it didn't.
because he sucks at running away.
Yeah, mate.
And he decided to meet up with fucking Nova for some reason, which is his ex-girlfriend. And then that led him to put her in danger later on in the movie.
Yeah.
As that is all going on, what Miles did was, what did he do? He met a homeless guy. Yeah. He was
Oh, yeah.
also a funny
Jumanji.
character, yeah. Jumanji.
Reese Darby.
Also good acting. Just saying that was I liked him.
Yeah.
I
Good
liked him too.
acting.
What
I
did
mean,
you
the
do with
acting
homeless
in this
guy?
movie was terrible in general. It was just like it was kind of just average, except for Daniel Radcliffe and
Yeah.
the homeless guy.
Yeah. He has a name, you know, Glenjamin.
Oh
He
yeah.
does have a name.
Yeah, Glenjamin. I never heard him use the name Glenjamin. I don't remember.
Yeah.
See, after that happened, Benjamin gave Mr. Miles some advice, did he? If I'm not mistaken.
He helped put on his pants and he
Yeah.
said,
And gave him a 7-month-old sausage.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good scene. Very provoking.
Yes.
Some good character development happened there.
yeah.
Where,
And the next thing, going back, it goes kind of back to the start. Do you remember the friend character from The Office?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah,
should talk about
he-
him.
yeah, in the story, Miles
Oh yeah, Nefcon guy.
is getting tracked on his phone. So he decided to
Yes.
talk to his friend in the office to find out how to get the tracker off. So he did. And then the office got shut up, right? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Miles had a shitty boss. If you guys
Was
remember.
that his boss?
Or like his superior,
He was a
basically.
petty coworker.
So, yeah, like a superior co-worker. Supervisor. Yeah. And then Miles shot him. Did he? Oh no. Nick shot him while he was pointing a gun at his head.
Yes.
He was very angry at that moment. Was that an important scene, or was it just there because it's there?
What happened after that?
Sorry, can I just pause for a sec?
Alright, I think we need some elevator music.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, he's back.
Sorry. You can cut that out, right?
No, we're not gonna cut that out.
Yeah, because I was playing elevator music.
Okay.
How very rude of you.
We were talking about that scene in the office where Miles was standing up for himself against his bully superior man. You remember that scene?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
The
that
first
relates.
moment he stood up for himself.
Yeah, that
That
relates
was a
back
good
to that
scene.
main message. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's where the thing happens. The oh wait, spoiler section, so I can talk about it.
Yeah.
That's where his friend gets captured by the people schism. Yeah.
Nova.
No. The friend gets captured first. Remember?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
There's
one guy.
like a 1 second shot of him just being grabbed.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And that's what happened after
Which will
that.
come back to it later.
Yeah.
In the,
But then Nova got captured as well, right?
yeah. She gets fuck. I can't speak. So she gets captured like after him
And then he
when
and then his friend got used as a decoy.
yeah, which we'll come back to later.
Yes. Now what happened after that office scene?
It was a car chase.
Yeah, there was a car chase. That was the one with dodgy green screen.
I don't remember the car chase. You guys talk about it.
It was like there was a car chase and there was a big crash at the end and there's not much to talk about. It was a cut. It was
Was it a good car
honestly
chase?
that was one of the weaker action sequences in the movie for me at least. It was because the green screen was pretty distracting and they
Yeah.
didn't. It wasn't that cool. They did a car chase at the start of the movie, which was better in my opinion. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. Before that, we said that Nova gets captured,
Yeah.
and so he has to kill her.
Oh yeah.
And then,
So he
then
goes to the
tries to put it,
junkyard.
yeah, and he tries to trap Nix with that 911 thing.
Yeah, and then when the police come, there were two gangs, then the police came, and then Nix came.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that created a whole distraction
But- Yeah. Then the police get Miles.
where Miles was
big
caught.
plot point first. Before that, he kills his first person. That was important.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he killed one of the gang members, and that made him realize how
He loves
fucked up
killing.
his situation is.
Yes.
It made him face reality, which he has been running away from this whole movie. Damn, that was a good line.
Yes, we should clip it, chat. Clip it.
You clip, make a clip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pog in chat, poggers in chat.
Hold this in chat.
If only we were
Yeah,
live.
yeah. He gets arrested, and then they're driving, and then that's when the big thing happens, right? The big plot twist that the guy, one of the cops, is actually corrupt and working for the villain. And he
Yeah,
shoots the other guy, and the other cop in the car was actually
Nix's
Nix's
dad.
dad.
dad. That's why he was like obsessed with trying to catch her.
Yep.
They kind of dropped a few hints throughout the movie leading up to that, like the fire wreckage thing in this
Yeah.
one shootout.
She was shown to be afraid of fires. That led to that.
Yeah.
And now we know the backstory of Nix, which
Yeah.
was her family was burned in a car, except for her dad.
He then got shot in the head.
Wait, why did she have to join Schism?
Because she wanted.
She wanted the ability to get vengeance, right?
Yeah. But she hasn't
That's
found
like-
who killed it.
Oh yeah, she needs to like work up. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Then there's the big showdown where the 1v1 moment between
Yeah.
Miles and Nix. Then Nix shoot Miles, but wait for it, guys. It was actually a fake out. No way! I know you guys are so amazed. Miles isn't dead. He was wearing a bulletproof armor.
I love your tone of voice in the spoiler section. Wow, it's the spoiler section, guys.
Yeah.
Yay.
And we're still gonna act like you haven't watched the movie in the spoiler section.
Exactly.
Dude,
I
it
keep
was
forgetting.
so crazy. Oh my god, I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Oh my lord, oh my lord.
Oh yeah. What did you think of the plot twists? Like with both the dad thing and the fact that he didn't die. They were actually working together. What did you guys think of those?
The dad bit for me was somewhat expected, but
Yeah.
the thing where he didn't die, I was a bit surprised about that.
You heard it
Actually,
from
yeah,
him. He was
for
blown
me.
away. Yeah.
I didn't expect the dad one, but I kind of expected that he would have had like a bulletproof vest.
Right.
Yeah.
Two ends of the spectrum.
They actually, I've seen the movie twice, by the way. Upon second viewing, there's like also
Yeah.
like they did before. They do like a 1 second shot of him noticing a bulletproof vest, and that's like the one hint they drop before the plot
Ah.
twist.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and I'm with Dio on this one. I didn't actually see that one coming, but upon second viewing, I could see that way more clearly. So yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, I am a terrible movie critic, so don't hold me to anything.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Good.
you actually
Different opinions are good for the show, bro.
I feel
by
like-
seeing
okay.
that they were doing it, you've pointed out how weak the writing is because it was predictable. So like,
Two things were predictable for two different groups of people, so I think
Yeah.
we've covered all the yeah, I think we've covered everything.
so yeah, they're working together now. Then they go for the final. Oh, wait! Before that happens, I think we mentioned this a bit before. The dead body of Nova gets like chucked to him, but another plot twist supposedly it
Yeah.
was the friend.
It was his
Yeah,
friend.
it was
his
friend.
left-hand guy.
Did you guys think that was surprising?
No,
Well, it was like.
I didn't think so personally. I feel like I would have thought that it would have been too soon.
Yeah, I felt the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said before, upon second viewing, there's like a 1 second shot of his friend getting captured, and that's how you know later that it's actually his friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah, final fight.
Yeah. Final fight with where they raid the building, did they?
Actually, I quite like the fights at the end with
Yeah,
like the
fight,
mini
yeah.
bosses that come.
Yeah.
That was an interesting tidbit right there. Back again referencing to video games where they have basically mini bosses they have to fight before they can get to the main guy.
Can't forget about Hammer Time.
Yeah, that was actually I like that bit. That was,
Hammer Time. Do 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 do.
and they did a little Mortal Kombat reference, even though it was kind of shit because it
Yeah.
looked terrible, but
Very gamer.
very gamer.
Yes.
Then
And about the music, there was always the recurring like theme of "You Spin Me Right Round."
Yeah,
Like
that,
the song basically of the whole movie.
and at the end,
wait, before the end, what's in it? Nyx dies.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, she did die
Yeah,
because
Sacrifice.
she
what-
was.
what- were we sad about that? What do we think about that?
It's unfortunate, but wait, how did she? Did she explode?
Yeah,
She, like-
she strapped C4 to herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, very self-sacrificial event. I guess she got her revenge that she wanted, and
Yeah.
yeah,
And perhaps
was at
peace of
peace.
mind to know that she's with her parents
in hell or wherever she is.
wherever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they respawn.
Oh yeah.
True,
Because this
true.
is this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
video games. And now, after that is the end of the movie where Miles faces, what's his name, Richter.
And he just like
Cool.
while Richter is holding Nova at hostage.
Oh yeah.
And what did Miles do right there?
Miles throws him off the building and makes him eat Nix's finger, which I liked because that was actually back when Sunny said she got her revenge. That was like more of her directly getting her revenge because
Yeah.
that was her finger. That was
Are we revealing our real names?
Well, you're
Shit.
Sun Dude, so you're Sunny.
Yeah, Sunny's not my real name, by the way. I do have a real name. I'm just not telling it.
Yeah, Sun Dude, Sunny, same thing.
Yeah.
I think I said
Albert over here is an actual snake. Reveal my name. What a.
Well,
Wait,
Grayson,
wait,
you already know our names.
Albert?
Grayson, so it
Calling
doesn't
you out, Albert.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, so he falls to blah blah blah. Then there's no romantic ending, which was actually promised to us earlier in the movie. Do you remember
Yeah, it was
that?
funny when he hallucinated about embracing Nova, his ex-girlfriend, but in reality he was just lying on the ground while Nova's running away.
Yeah,
That was a good scene.
yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
And then we get to the final scene. Possible sequel baiting? He's
Yeah.
going to because
Murder
earlier in the
more
movie
people.
they talk about how there's lots of different schisms popping up around the world, and then he gets like
Yeah.
a USB and gets all of that information, and then he has to go. But there's a twist. This time he actually has his hands. He gets the guns
Yep.
removed, but he's still using Akimbo guns anyway.
'Cause that's what he is used to, I guess.
And also, while he's driving, he's discovers a comic book that was written by Nova, and she's promoting Miles as a hero.
Oh, that's right.
Even though she hates him, so I don't really.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess Miles got what he wanted. Appreciation from his ex-girlfriend in a not so direct way.
Yeah. For the sequel, I think there's a couple of things that have already been set up. He's gonna kill
Yeah.
more people, and there's gonna be the relationship between him and Nova is gonna be, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
But without
Yes.
a theater release, I don't think this movie will gain enough money for a sequel. Don't you think?
Box office was 700,000 according to Wikipedia.
That's not very much at all. Is it?
Yeah.
Another point though, there was throughout the whole movie, it went from, it went the time of day went from
Yeah.
morning to night, went from light to dark,
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
and then when in the rooftop scene, it was like early morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
It
when.
reflects like the whole arc of Miles. He goes from starts out, I guess you could call that happy, like
kind of
normal,
content.
gets darker and darker,
Yeah.
but then there's a final bit of light
Yeah.
at the end. There's light at the end.
And it's also
And
like a new day for Miles as a new.
Yeah. The
That's-
final scene where you see him driving with and his hands are all fixed.
Yeah.
It was a sunrise, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, like I think the time when they reflected his character arc. From what I
That's a
remember.
good
Yeah.
point.
Also, it like makes it kind of seem like it's going in real time, to emphasize like the tension of. Yeah.
Well, when the schism told Miles how long he had to kill Nix, how long was it? 48 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I can't find the how much it cost to make,
Yeah,
but
neither do
it felt like it was. I don't know, cause like this, like we talked about the special effects and shit. There was, didn't seem very high budget, but some of the
Yeah,
action
definitely not.
looked kind of. I don't know.
Well, they
I remember the one scene where he was thrown out of the car
Yeah.
after this match, and you could clearly tell that it wasn't up to like the standards of like
the
Marvel
green
or
screen
whatever.
problem I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that big budget.
If they were to make a sequel, what do you think would? What do you think would be in it? What do you want in it? actually.
It'd probably be like Miles taking on like some European branch of Schism or some shit.
Yeah.
Or yeah, some other branch of Schism.
Yeah.
But what would be his motive that time around?
So
He's just like a superhero now, isn't he? Like he doesn't. His motive's just to like
Yeah, but
be a
like
superhero.
for a new
It's
movie,
not-
you need a extra motive, don't you?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying is I don't like. I don't think they should make a sequel. He doesn't really have any much. There's nothing really, unless they just come up with something. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the movie again to see if there is gonna be a sequel. What we could like see from it.
What we can see from it.
Like there was a whole bunch of like locations he was looking at, right?
Oh, yeah.
Japan, Italy, France, India, Russia, Mexico, Spain, UK, Ukraine, Indonesia, Pakistan, Egypt, Argentina, Brazil. It's just the entire world basically.
Bro, I would love for Mr. Harry Potter to film in Indonesia, bro. It would be funny.
Yeah. Maybe you can get involved in production.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, he at the end of the movie he wore Nyx's ring.
He married. Well, I guess.
Oh, maybe he's fighting. His motivation would be fighting on behalf, like the memory of Nyx.
Yeah.
That might
That's
be
probably-
the case.
Yeah, I guess that's how. But what is he? Because this is the reason this movie is a thing is like he's got guns attached to his hands, right? That's like the big selling point.
Yeah.
The title is Guns Akimbo. What the
Yeah.
fuck? He's not gonna have. What's his? Yeah, you know.
Guns Akimbo too.
Like, but he doesn't have it attached to his hands
Reloaded.
anymore. It's not special. That would be a good sequel.
Well, Japan is in the list. So this time around it's gonna be Katana's Akimbo.
That would be really cool. Like,
But why would
if
he
they
bolt
make like a
katanas
series-
into his hand again?
Yeah, that's also he would.
Nah. He got abducted by aliens.
Well, it's gonna be a intergalactic movie next time.
Maybe because
Sci-fi.
and it's just like enhancements or some shit. He like some
Yeah.
cyberpunk shit.
Mm. I'm already imagining like instead of Guns Akimbo is like Guns Worldwide or something.
He has guns coming from every place in his body.
Yeah.
He could have transformer hands, bro. Yeah, his hands can transform into a gun.
We've still got.
Yeah, that could work.
It reminds me of the Indian Terminator movie. We've still got to watch that and do a
yeah.
thing on it, but yeah, it
Oh yeah, after we're done with this review,
kind
we'll
of
talk
has
about
to do with like guns all over the body.
Yeah,
Oh
so
shit, yeah, that actually happens. Okay, no spoilers, please. Please,
No
have it.
spoilers, nothing. Yeah,
Okay.
telling nothing. Subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. We'll be doing Indian Terminator very soon.
Yeah,
boys.
that'll be.
Final verdict.
Oh, by the way, this ends the spoiler section. Yes.
Final
We don't do
verdict
spoilers, by the way.
on this
He
movie.
wants to go first.
I can go first.
Yep.
Overall, this movie is a kind of poorly written but funny movie, and is quite enjoyable. Not the best thing in the world, but a unique one at that. I give this movie a strong 6 to a light 6.5. Next up.
We'll leave it at 6, I guess. You want me to go?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. I agree with basically what you said. It's a pretty fun movie. I'd say definitely like for the action parts, that's pretty top notch. Some slight CGI problems, but that's okay. The script is it's pretty crap. The story is pretty bare bones. characters aren't that fleshed out and detachable other than the main character, even though his motivation is pretty average movie stuff. I do like that how it knows it's cheesy and it leans into it, so it really does have fun. And I am feeling a strong 6 on this one.
Alright.
Alright, time for the person who doesn't know how to critique movie.
Just remember
Let's go.
I got
Fantana.
here's the thing. I got you two to go first, so I could echo what you guys said.
Okay.
Yeah.
For 6.9.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
What's your why? Why do you give it a 6 point? You're just gonna leave it at that.
I'm just, I like the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Alright, boys.
so it's a 6 from us 3.
Average, 6.
Yeah, 6.
Alright.
Okay.
Transition. Did you give this movie a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it?
We
You're
can't
the
use that. That's
Yeah. You're the best, you're the best. What should we review
And,
next? Hit
yeah,
the
tell
like
us in the
if you
comments.
like.
Leave a
Subscribe.
comment what you thought below of this movie. What would you rate it? Do you agree or hate us for what we rated it? What do you want us to see next? We've already got some on our waiting list. We give some spoilers as to what we're gonna do next.
No, leave it.
Huh?
Leave it.
we're already spending this
We'll be
later.
doing a movie every 3 days, I think.
Every 3 days. Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Thanks for watching, Grayson.
Yes. Also, shout out to my mom. She doesn't know about this, but I'm gonna get her to watch it anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
Look, Mom, your son's in a TV show. YouTube.